What's going on, guys? This is Kim here. This is my friend Miss Dreyer.
Hello.
She has autism, and today we're going to talk about autism.
Woohoo! So Kim, what should we tell these folks about autism? What is it?
So basically, it's a neurobiological disorder that really affects the brain and our body.
Right. And in what ways does it affect a person?
Well, that's a good question, Miss Dreyer. People with autism has problems with social skills, communication skills, and eye contact.
Right, which would be like a sensory thing or a communication thing, right?
Yes, that's right.
Yeah. So Kim, you have autism, right?
Yes.
When did you find out you were autistic?
I was 3 years old when my parents found out I had autism.
Yeah. How does that make you feel?
In shock. Like, I feel like I'm not going to be able to learn. I'm not be able to go to school to learn.
Oh, I see. So you were like kind of discouraged, maybe?
Yes.
But now, how do you feel about it? Now that you know that you can accomplish those things?
I feel proud. No matter, it doesn't matter. I just feel proud the way I am, being myself.
Very cool. And you've done a lot of things with your life, and you're actually about to graduate high school.
Yes.
Woohoo! And you've actually gotten your driver's license or permit?
I got a permit.
You got your permit.
And I'm still working on my hours.
All right. So everybody out there needs to stay off the sidewalks.
And start learning how to drive. Go to Austin Driving School.
Awesome.
Best school in the world.
Very cool, Kim. So Kim, what causes autism?
Really, it's usually a chromosomes. It really affects the chromosomes or something out in the environment that really causes autism.
So like some genetic things, like maybe your parents, like maybe you gotta kind of get it from your genes, or maybe your genes actually change from your parents to whenever you're born. Right?
I'm believing so, yes.
Okay. And there's some like theories on some other things too, like vaccines and stuff, but there's really not a lot of evidence, right?
No, there's no evidence that has not caused autism.
Yeah. So Kim, tell me about your social skills and how autism affects you.
It really affects like our abilities to meet new people.
Yeah.
And like not talk at all. Just not you get too shy to talk to people.
Right, I can definitely relate to that. That's when we're in this hat, and these glasses, and these headphones around my neck because I'm pretty shy.
She's comfortable with it.
Yep, for sure. So, what have you done to grow in the area of social skills? Because most people with autism, they're definitely not as social as you, even though they want to be. They're just not as able to. So what are some things that you have done that have helped you become as social as you are?
Basically what I do is I join activities, like for example, I joined soccer. And I made lots of friends there, and my friends are really understanding about autism, so they're very nice to me.
Right, and you put yourself out there in a lot of situations, even though maybe they've been uncomfortable, especially at first, into those new situations, and you've made new friends through school and through soccer.
Yes.
Right, and you also do the social skills club in the summer.
Yes.
Where we go do fun things like rock climbing and bowling.
Yep, at main event.
That's right. Woohoo! That was awesome.
Yes, it was.
So communication skills. Earlier you mentioned eye contact. Can you tell me some more?
Eye contact is very, very hard, especially with a person who has autism. It's hard. It's hard to look at people in the face, but I got an advice from someone saying, look somewhere around their face. It doesn't have to be their eyes.
Very good advice.
So that changed my life a lot.
Right. Because when we're not looking at somebody, sometimes it's like we're not paying attention, but really we are. And sometimes when we look people in the eye, it's actually too much information.
Yeah.
And it can almost feel almost like painful. Like to actually see inside their eyes. It's too much feelings.
It's very hard.
Yeah. Communication also. Something that you learned as a child that has helped you.
It helped me a lot.
And what is that one thing that you learned on how to communicate with other people? That little skill or technique you used? instead of using your voice or your words, you use.
I use American Sign Language.
That's right, and that helps a lot of people with autism be able to communicate,
especially with people who has impairing hearing.
Yep, it does it.
I still do it.
Yeah, and especially with because some people with autism, maybe they're not hearing impaired, maybe their ears work fine, but the way that their brain hears the word doesn't work fine. So the sign language really helps in being able to, the brain can interpret that better than it can interpret the words that we hear. And so using sign language just helps a lot with communication, right?
Yes.
Okay. And sensory input, Kim. Sensory input. So like the way that certain clothes feel.
Yeah, it depends on like the softness, the texture, how it feels, how comfortable it is. Like for an example, I wear a lot of boys' clothes, like because that's me. I'm being myself. Like with short hair, I have short hair right now because that's me. I am being myself.
Very cool. And so like the clothes, like the softer they are, and especially like a lot of boys' clothes are a lot softer than girls' clothes.
Yeah.
And a lot looser fitting.
Yes.
Than girls' clothes, which helps with the sensory stuff, and not having a tag in the back kind of helps. Other sensory stuff is like the way that things taste or the feel in our mouth, like mushy stuff or slimy stuff, like
spaghetti,
like spaghetti or like mayonnaise. And I don't even like ketchup because it just grosses me out. Like I don't like how it tastes or smells.
Unbelievable.
Yeah, I know.
Some people hate things, and with autism, they're not having it with ketchup.
Yeah, their body just can't, like, their nervous system can't process it. Their taste buds and their sense of smell is just, they're not capable of interpreting those things in the same way that a neurotypical person is, which is somebody without autism. And the lights that we have in our classroom, we have lamps in here instead of these overhead lights. Yes. The overhead lights, they make a buzzing noise.
Yes.
That actually extremely loud.
It's loud, and it really, really bothers us. It gives us headaches.
Yeah, and it's almost like somebody's like pulling your spine out through the back of your head, right? It's like just tugging at you. It's so painful.
Or taking your brain out.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. So some of the things that we do being autistic involve like stimulatory behaviors like rocking,
yes, flapping hands or
voices sometimes. Voices. Yeah, like making up our own voices because they just feel good to make or they sound cool.
It calms us down.
That's right. That's right. So anyway, Kim, anything else you want to say about autism or being yourself?
I gotta say I got nothing to say about that.
Nothing? Well, I just have to say that anybody who is watching this, just share with people that people on the autism spectrum are just as capable and willing to have social relationships and to communicate with other people and to get through these situations, and we're capable of anything just the same way that a neurotypical person is. And if you are on the autism spectrum, I hope that you just that you are yourself, that you are not afraid to be around other people and let your behavior show, because a lot of times that can really make us afraid of what other people are going to think about the things that we do,
yes,
or the way that we dress or whatever. But I really just encourage you to be yourself.
Yes,
just like Kim here.
Do it.
Awesome. Well, Kim, thanks for having me on your little Kim show.
Yes, yes, thank you so much for being on this camera and
absolutely
supporting me.
Absolutely.
Please like and subscribe.
All right. Thanks.